problem. And remember that you gotta enroll the auto. You're gonna upload the auto pay so you can get the full discounts as I quoted. So instead of you pay $60,
So that was the most terrible experience ever, and now everybody's gone. Um, I need to talk about it. Can't talk to anybody that I know right now. Can't activate my freaking. You fucking hackers are gonna get it, dude. That's insane. You almost destroyed my entire life right now because you guys don't have a life of your own. You got millionaires that their goal is to literally get in the way of other people so they cannot become millionaires. That is their goal. You think that somebody might be getting in your way and you think that there might be some kind of conspiracy around it? Absolutely. These fucking millionaires are everywhere. There's more of them than there are billionaires. And there's more henchmen for these millionaires than there are actual fucking poor people. Like, so I just sat on the phone for an hour after having spent 11 hours on the phone total today with customer service trying to get my phone to work again. All right. Now, through all of this, I'm thinking like, okay, so anyways, the customer service stopped working. There was customer support for AT&T closes at like a certain hour, and I can't get in contact with them right now. Okay, but tomorrow I'm not going to have access to a phone. Okay, so what I did was I went on to the AT&T regular page, and it said that there was a 24/7 live support, and I was like, oh wow, well I guess I can go there instead. And instead it was a sales agent. So he sold me on a phone plan, cheap compared to what I have, and I can get internet with it. An actual internet connection for, I'd say, cheap. You get $50 internet, $50 a month unlimited internet. Even if it's not unlimited, it's still decent, and everybody could use it. I could be helpful in some way, but the guy refused to, like, he forgot to tell me that by doing this it creates a brand new line with a brand new number. What I asked the guy to do was to activate the phone number I already have. So now I've got a brand new number, brand new SIM coming in. I'll be able to use that, and y'all can't fuck with me at that point because now I'm on a postpaid plan. I'm not on prepaid anymore. You can't fuck with my shit anymore. I'll be able to bring things over to that new number. All right. So whoever the fuck keeps fucking with me, you're gonna lose anyways. You're not gonna continue to be able to fuck with me. I'm not adding you guys on Telegram. I'm not even messaging you guys on Telegram anymore. I am fucking done, dude. After today, what happened was, I believe fully, what happened was somebody like some chat ended up somehow hacking into my shit. Okay? This Telegram chat was for the Batcat token. And then it says, go claim your rewards. So if you go to claim your rewards, it'll bring you to a place where you connect your wallet and then, oh, here, we'll just drain your money out, right? So instead of actually getting scammed on that, instead, they actually sent me $60. Imagine that. But regardless, later on in the chat, I'm like, hey guys, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, I didn't know for sure if it was a scam. It might have been a scam. No, it was absolutely a scam. And they're everywhere. These people that are fucking with things, they're everywhere. They're even, you know, watching me. And they know if they give me views, then other people will come in and see it. They don't want other people to see it. You guys need to be supporting not just me, but supporting my message by showing people my channel. Show other people my channel. Tell them I'm a fucking nutcase. Whatever. Get the information out. If you're on the side of these trolls, you have no idea what kind of danger you're actually in. I am in less danger because I have an actual identity. If I disappear, then people will go to look for me. I've been out there. DoorDash will wonder where the hell my, you know, where did my Platinum Dasher go? He's been doing this for years. You know, there will be plenty of trails to find out what the hell happened, right? That's why I am barely protected. But you guys, if you're involved with these people, then you are not protected. Now listen to this. If anybody wants to help me out right now to where I can calm the fuck down, go to my PayPal or something. Let me know in the comments which one I should give you guys. If somebody can do a donation of like maybe $100 to be able to get a phone and a plan tomorrow so I can guarantee that I have what I need to be able to go to work tomorrow, I'll be able to pay you back. All right. This apparently during this process where I got this phone plan, they're sending me a $200 gift card. So I actually have a $200 gift card I can pay back through crypto, obviously, because that's probably the best place. Or I can even send it through PayPal. So if somebody has my PayPal, one second, I think it's Clout Ninja, but I need to make sure. It's Clout Ninja T. And that's it, I believe. But I'm going to have to check it real quick. But if you guys want to help out, this is the time to help me out and to bail my ass out. And then I will be forever, you know, happy about that. So let me think. Let me see this. Coinbase. No. If not, that's fine. I mean, it's not going to make a difference. But all you fucking trolls are going to be exposed. Jesus exposed the money traders. I'm seeing the situation now. And I'm like, holy crap, I exposed some of the money traders. Wait, the Wi-Fi's off? Oh. Did the Wi-Fi get turned off? I hope not. That was bad timing. No, it's on. Okay, thank God. You know, all I ever wanted was to be happy with people, be nice with people, and see people succeed. And it's just insane because, like, I can't get anything done, so that means I can't help other people succeed. I can't be a helpful person if I'm not doing too well. Now, when I get my next phone on, it's not going to matter. I am going to be going out there. I'm going to be talking to people, and I'm going to be exposing all of these assholes. And you're probably, if you're one of these bad people, you're probably going to find me and you're going to hate it because I'm going to get everybody's attention. You have to understand, there's a lot of people that are confused, and I have answers for them. And if you want to keep fucking with me and making it impossible for me to degen in your space, then I'm going to be out in this space fixing the problem. The end game goal was just to live my life and be happy. You guys keep hacking me. People keep fucking with me. It's like, okay, I don't have the power today, but God is real. And it's going to give me the power. It's just going to happen all of a sudden, and the roles will switch where I'm on top and you are in the ground, in the shadows, where nobody can see you, nobody can find you again. They'll be able to see you, like they'll see you creeping around and shit in the shadows, but they'll hear noises and they'll know you're there, but they ain't gonna really pay attention to you. Hey, how you doing? So here's the thing: is that I'm on limited time, I believe, and yeah, I'm just gonna tell you this: Jesus exposed the money traders. Um, Israel isn't the one that took out Charlie Kirk. Everybody wants to think that that's the case. No, there's people that are posing as if they're Israel, as if they love Israel, as if they love Trump, and they are the ones who actually ended Charlie Kirk. Okay? Where do you all are what? The trolls? If you're all the trolls, that's going to be easy. That's going to be easy because, like, I know where you're all at. So that's what's going on, huh? You guys are throttling my views, making sure nobody can find the actual truth. Try to make everybody confused. Limited time. Oh. Well, I guess everybody is on limited time, right? Things are going to change. If they do change soon, then but I'm going to go out there, I'm going to risk my life, and I don't care if I die. I want to be taken out while speaking the truth. I want to have lived for something. And that's why they hate me. Because before, I was just having some fun. The truth really wasn't a goal of mine. But you kept fucking with me. People kept fucking with me. That's what made me speak up. I've been solo. I stayed away from your parties. I stayed out of your shadows. And you chased me. When I went into a cave to go and enjoy my life, you chased me. I'm going to make you pay. I'm done with it. I'm going to expose you all. Everybody who ever harmed another person like that. I'm going to be a street preacher, and that's what I'm going to fucking do. And I'm going to fix everything, and I'm going to fucking make America great again. The way that Trump wants us all to do. Trump wants us to stand up and start speaking. He wants us to do something. We have to start helping each other. We have to be real. And I'm going to fucking go out there. I'm going to say the truth, man. And I'm probably going to die out there. There's going to be somebody that absolutely sees what I'm doing, and they're going to take me out. That's why I said it didn't have to be Charlie Kirk. I was going to do it. He didn't have to do it. Charlie Kirk didn't have to die. You stood for everything that I stood for, just freedom of speech. Freedom to speak your mind. And somebody annihilated him. It was Black Lives Matter. It was Black Lives Matter that did it. I guarantee it. Antifa, a bunch of fucking pussy retards. They have nothing to do with it. People want to say, oh, the transgender community. The transgender community is controlled by Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter pimps them out. I've supported the black community as just humans, just people. They're not any different than us, dude. They're American. They're here legally. They're just trying to, survive just like me. All right. And what I said was the N-word is bad, not because, we want to protect all these people and stuff. I'm not like woke or whatever. I'm just saying, don't be fucking nasty to people, man. I don't like hearing that word. And I'm sorry that I'm crying, but I'm like, my brain is fucking spinning. I just spent the last 11 hours trying to get my phone on. And it's because somebody hacked my shit. And this is the last fucking straw, dude. This is what's happening. You got people talking about the Trojan Israel horse or whatever, Israel using Trojan horses on people's phones to hack in. They're making all that shit up. The Mossad and everything. That's actually the people that want to do people harm that are not actually Israelis, not actually Jewish, not actually Trump supporters too. Like a Trump supporter, a potential, not an actual Trump supporter, fucking hacked my shit. That's who did it. He was wearing a picture on his background, on his account, showing Trump. It's in the chats. I saw people wearing a Jewish symbol. As if a Jew's gonna wear a Jewish symbol, dude. Hell no. It's fucking cringe, and it was faked. No. Trump is not owned by Israel. You don't see the big picture. These are all things that have been faked. These things have been jammed into your fucking head, so you think the enemy is somebody who's not the enemy. Trump loves you, and Trump put his life on the line for you. Be happy. He wanted to make everybody happy, left and right. He saw left and right as Americans. How fucking dare you sit there and talk shit about him? If you actually care, then you would have some real shit to back it up. You would have real facts, not just little indicators of this or signals of that. Red flag here, red flag there. That's not enough. Candace Owens is talking to these people. These people, just like the dark asses they are, they go around and they expose people. They've been on my channel. They went and exposed my shit. They have the control of the dark web. They are the ones fucking everything up. They're the ones that are also trading the money. It's all of the above. Pump Fund, full of thieves. I'm sitting there on a live for hours and hours, and I'm like, I ain't selling, but I'm also, looking to build a project. It's been almost 24 hours. You're telling me only 4 holders want to get involved with a project? Yeah, right. Yeah, freaking right. Especially when you see that chart and you're like, wow, there's people holding. No, they're staying away from it on purpose because they target me specifically. We're not helping him. He's involved with that? No way. That's why I told you guys, only put $1 in the coin. Do not put more than that because these fuckers want to fuck with so bad. Only put $1 in it. If you guys get banking mastery on Pump Fund, if you guys go check it out, you can grab my token. If you guys grab it, only grab $1. Don't grab more than that. Because these fuckers will take it. They will fuck with your head with the chart. They'll fuck with your head with the promotions and stuff, even the token. There's no pro-Israel here. I'm talking about the facts. I figured it out. See this little troll right here? This is guzzler, guzzler, guzzler. First of all, I'm banning you only because you're spamming. This other person, Emrak, why is this streamer a warhawk? You know nothing about me. See that? Somebody saying white trash. Even though it should be illegal to say the N-word. There's probably somebody that's actually of black descent sat here and attacked somebody who fucking supported that shit. Hell no. I'm never going to be a racist like that. But I'll tell you this much. Hell no, dude. Black Lives Matter killed Charlie Kirk. It's obvious. And they try to pin the blame on Israel without even putting a fucking face. The internet, it sucks to say this, but I have to not use the internet. The internet is bad. That's what sucks about this whole situation, is that everybody needs to get off the internet, stop bickering online, get together with each other, start building a supply chain. Your food comes from other countries. Dude, you need to grow your own food. You need to make your own stuff. You need to be able to repair your own stuff. You can't depend on another country to do that. You know what I mean? Like, look at this kind of spam, and you could see which side of the aisle, which side of the argument is just trying to hurt people. Is this guy straight up in his helicopter mom's basement? Bro, like, that's all you're doing is insulting, and you're targeting me, which means that I'm on target. If you're targeting me, that was evidence enough for me to know that I'm on target. When you attack me, I see who attacked me, and I know that you are an enemy to everyone. Everyone. So this dude right here, let's see, did he say anything that's actually of relevance? Let's see. Israel depends on America for its survival, and don't support them. Bro, I don't think you've ever supported them, and I don't think you're looking at the bigger picture. If you're coming from a legitimate state, you would understand that there are people posing as Israel supporters, and maybe even live in Israel, but they don't care about Israel. They're there as an agent. They're there to trick you into hating someone based on non-facts. There's no actual facts to back it up. You know, Candace says, I know for a fact Israel went after Charlie Kirk. And she's talking to these people who actually eliminated him, and they took that information and they were false information. It was like kind of good information. It was like legitimate information, but it was like an because the other thing is true. That's all they're doing. They're gaslighting. It's all bullshit. Black Lives Matter killed Charlie Kirk, and that shouldn't have happened. He didn't deserve that. He deserved a smack in the face for what he was saying. He was like, oh, only a certain race does all the things. You know, I don't like that kind of talk, dude. I don't like that shit because that riles everybody up. That makes everybody fight each other. Jesus loves everyone, and Jesus exposed the money traders, and that's what I'm going to fucking do. These people are trading around with your shit, man. All they do is they see you get in, and they pull out. They're like, thanks. All right? This is interesting. I think it's funny that this guy uses phrases like Candace Owens uses. You notice it, bro? You use Candace Owens lingo. But she's the one saying that Israel did that to Charlie Kirk. There's no actual evidence to back it up. She hasn't talked about where that actually comes from. She doesn't talk about her sources. Oh, I have Thorthiv. She can't talk about those sources because those sources are criminals. That's what's going on. She's talking to the underground, and they've got all this information all laid out to trick you into thinking Israel's enemy has been misled. I don't watch her show. I just know what she's been talking about, and I've seen clips. I know what's actually going on. I figured it out. There's people posing as Trump supporters, and they're not. Trump's a fucking genius, man. He's, I've been supporting his ideology, not from a hateful standpoint, but from a standpoint where I couldn't succeed in my life because of certain things. All right, listen. Yeah, see what I mean? This person's like, oh, Israel did that too. That right there is gaslighting. Based on what information? You can't just put these pieces together and then say, oh, that looks like this is the case, because all you're doing is you're instilling like an indication of something rather than the actual facts. Come on, man, you can try to engage in good faith. Why don't you be honest? What are you talking about? Yeah, you see all these people. There is more effort to say that this conspiracy, this weird conspiracy involving a functional country, people that are out in the open, there's people that are trying to yell out about a conspiracy all in groups. They're coming in groups. I'm all alone. I got a sound mind. I got sound eyes. I can see things because I've been observing from a sound perspective. These people are all just riding on each other's wings. All right? So you can see who the enemy actually is. That's an enemy. We got MRAC. I don't give a fuck what you keep saying, dude. You are an enemy. Look at all the things that you have said over and over again. You keep saying and repeating the same damn thing. What am I doing? I'm telling people to go look deep. Realize that these fuckers have you surrounded, and you have no idea. making you think this, making you emotional about that, switching on the algorithms to make you believe and feel a certain way. I could see it in the charts when I'm doing trades, and then get to see clear as day, into chats, fucking with people's heads directly through messaging. So I'm seeing activity in the chart, and I'm seeing behavior in the chart, and then I'm seeing that behavior come out into the open through the actual chats. So there's the chart and the chat. That's for the last 3 weeks when I've obsessively been studying crypto and understanding what the hell's actually going on. You got a bunch of people trading around money with each other, laundering it around. One person makes a buck today, a buck meaning $1,000. The other person takes, maybe 20% of that, but he's making $2,000. There's people trading money around. That's what's going on, dude. And they're tricking you into thinking that one day you can get lucky. Yes, you can get lucky, man, if you do the right things. You build community. When I say go check out my token on Pump Fund, I'm not saying, man, get me rich. What I'm saying is join this fucking movement. Let's have the greatest hold in history and only throw $1 at it. Don't throw $10 at it. Don't throw $5 at it. Throw $1 at it. Show your fucking support, not for a token, not for cryptocurrency, but if you're in the space, do that. If you're not in the space, don't go on Pump Fund at all. If you're not in the space, do not go on Pump Fund. It is full of cretins. It is full of demons. All right? Everybody on there pretty much is just a scumbag. And I said it right to their fucking face. I had 7 people watching me, and I'm like, you fuckers are scumbags. How dare you? Sitting there taking people's money. And then I got 4 holders on a token. I had another token for 4 months. Hours of streaming, not a single purchase in the last 4 months straight. That's insane. So that means that these people aren't really looking for a pump. They're looking to pump specific people. They are a gang. And if you are an unfamiliar wallet, don't get into Pump Fund, because guess what? They're going to take your money anyways. Automatically. They have tools that scan for it. They can see the moment that this wallet bought in. Oh, wait a second. That's a non-familiar wallet. Pull out. Take his money. That's what they're fucking doing. They have these tools. They got 15 fucking screens open at once. You see my life. I ain't got anything else. There's nothing else going on in here. I don't got 15 fucking screens. I don't even use the TV. Why don't I use the TV? Because I don't have internet. Maybe I will, maybe I'll be able to use it now because I am getting internet. But you'll never learn to simply believe in people, especially anyone in power, with power. Now, that's the deep down part of it. That's when you're starting to learn. Once you start getting older and once you start opening your eyes, once you're like mid-30s, you're still kind of naive to what's really going on. It takes until somebody's like 45 or 50 until they've settled down and they've sat in their house for years and they're just like, well, what else do I do? Do I start looking around and start figuring things out? And that's what they do. That's why you see older people with a lot of great answers, but you're seeing a lot of people that, that are kind of mid-aged and even in their 20s that are saying things like, maybe we believe we shouldn't. It's like, you haven't done the research. If you've done the research, then you realize, yes, everything is a big act, but there's good actors and there's bad actors. If you're going to look at Trump as an actor, he is a good actor. He actually cares about you. He's trying to play 4D chess to make your life better. That's what he's doing. That's why I said during this Iran situation, I said the fog of war. You're not going to exactly know what's really going on until that fog dissipates. So now we kind of know what's really going on, and it's like it's a play against China. China wants to continue selling us stuff for cheap, and they need that oil in order to sell it for cheap. And then they keep taking you and mine's jobs. I could make bags and sell people bags, and I could probably sell it for cheaper than the Chinese are selling it, and it would be better quality. But guess what? I can't, because the Chinese run the supply chain. and people only know to buy from the Chinese. When Americans see American-made products, they just imagine that that's too expensive. If it's American-made, I'm not buying it because that's too much money. And then for the millionaires, hell no, I'm not buying that because I don't want to make another person a business competition for me. They want the competition in China so they can treat them like slaves. You haven't even bothered to see what her case is. You admitted it. I've heard her case because there's plenty of clips. She tried to say Macron's wife is a dude. I mean, like, what relevance does that have? Who cares? You know, she's being led on all these little rabbit holes and stuff by people that don't mean well. They don't want to see people do well. Look it up. The gold standard wasn't a fan of Israel. Rip JFK. That doesn't have anything to do with reality. Like, it does. That doesn't have anything to do with anything. Yeah, I know. Taken out potentially because he wanted to make the green back. It was either Lincoln or if it was JFK that was trying to put us back on the gold standard. Yeah. So yeah, Abe Lincoln was trying to bring in the green back, bring in the dollar. But then he got taken out. Okay. And same thing with JFK. But that has nothing to do with Israel. That has everything to do with the underground, the people that are actually controlling the larger amounts of money. So there's like little slaves too. There's like little henchmen millionaires. And that's where you get these influencers from, by the way. These rich influencers are paid by the underground. The reason why I'm getting so many trolls on my account is because I am a good speaker and they are mad because I won't speak for them. I will not follow their agenda. That's why they hate me. That's why they hacked me. That's why they attacked me. These attacks that these people have made against me made it more clear, made the light shine on them much more than if I had just been left alone. If I had just been left alone in my little cave, I wouldn't have fucking noticed half of the shit. But because you attacked me, I realized, I saw, I figured it out. Let's see. Yo, we went to middle school together. Maybe we did. Why are you so closed-minded? That's not being closed-minded. That's seeing that there is an intention to mislead people when you're trying to say that Israel took out Charlie Kirk, Israel took out JFK, Israel did this, Israel did that. What are you obfuscating? Are you saying that the underground doesn't exist? Are you saying that not like murder for hire type of people and all that kind of stuff out there? Because that's what you would be neglecting to realize or neglecting to shed light on by just saying that Israel is the reason for it. Israel is the reason for this. Israel is the reason for that. All right? If you don't actually address what I'm saying, that's also that you are the enemy. So if you're not addressing what I'm actually saying and trying to understand it from my perspective, then automatically, you are a troll. You mean to do harm to others. This person, MRAC, is an enemy, and either they have been tricked into being on that side, or they are absolutely on that side and they're deep under the underground. The reason why so many people are absolutely silent right now is because they are the ones that are the cause to all of our problems. Your problems are gremlins. They're carrying a fucking bag. And you would get rich. If you know what I mean. So let's see. I look like Dobby from Harry Potter. That's funny. You seem scared, man. Read the Bible. Repent. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? You are a non-Bible following person. You haven't tried to look at it from my perspective. All you do is refute what I'm saying. It's not really useful, and that's not really in line with a conversation. Hey man, what are you talking about? I'm talking about pretty much everything. Here's the thing, is that people hacked my phone. I have to wait to be able to use my phone. And when I get my phone again, I'm going to have everything that I need. Nice try. But what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to make it my life goal to expose you fucking assholes. And I'm going to make sure that people don't go onto the internet. And I'm going to tell them why. I'm going to give them the legitimate reason why. And when I do this, I'll likely be taken out. One of the reasons why is because they're trading on your data. Everything that you do online, there is a certain level of data that's collected. They trade that data. So these people that I'm referring to, that I'm alluding to, they also control the data brokering. They control the trades, they control the data brokering. They do not control the world. They just fuck with the world. Elon Musk controls the world, and he's done a very good job. Trump runs the world, and he's done a very good job. People that deserve praise. It's not because they're billionaires. It's just because look what they've done. If you don't see the good things that they've done, then you're blind. Yeah, notice how this person, Emrak, continues to insult. That's a good example of a person who wants to cause issues. Yeah, man, this guy is cooked. You have to understand, my ego is gone. You can throw shit at me. And as long as, oops, it was an accident, I'm going to be like, oh, shit, damn, man, that sucks. Yeah, I got some poop on me. I don't give a fuck. Take your ego and shut up your ass. Your little insults don't actually truly affect me. What bothers me is that there's people also trying to interact and maybe bring a positive message, have a conversation, and you're spamming the chat with poop. You're doing it on purpose. Get out. Trump made me come out as what? See, that's just weird shit. These are all trolls. The future belongs to those who respect the value of a single moment. That's a good point. That seems unique. I might have to look up his channel later because that seems unique, and he might make videos. In my cave, they hack me and attack me. Help! You see that? These people are literally the ones. If you took a tool and you were to investigate these people that are texting right now and all this nasty stuff, I guarantee that you would be led into a very dark lair with many skeletons, probably children's skeletons. You know, the Epstein situation, yeah, that is kind of wrong for him to have been, you know, getting massages naked by a 14-year-old. It's kind of incredibly weird. All right. Now, raping somebody, not I can't ever forgive somebody for doing that. But that story is like 0% compared to what's actually going on right now. You got little 10-year-old girls being offered vapes. You sick fuckers. These people who are insulting me right now likely are the ones that are doing that. That's what's going on. While they're calling out Epstein, they're banging a 10-year-old. They want you distracted away from what they're actually doing. No, Jeffrey Epstein, he wasn't doing nice things. No one's perfect. But the shit that's going on today, they want an excuse. Those people calling out Epstein, Epstein this, Epstein that, those people are pedos. Every fucking one of them. God commanded genocide and allowed for owning people as slaves. He isn't worship y'all. You can read the 10 Commandments and you can clearly see that thou shalt not steal. If you're taking somebody's labor as your own, You have already stolen. It's in the Ten Commandments. You've already gone against the Ten Commandments. Just because it says it in the story, there's certain exceptions to the rule. There's like, oh, well, this person really needed help, and in order for me to actually help them, they need to have it needed to be have been a worthy situation. They can help me out, and then I can pay them. That's literally what we do at our jobs. That's an exception to the rule. You're not stealing from them, you're just doing trade with them. Otherwise, we'd be out picking berries and shooting deer. We wouldn't have a job. Back in the day, your job was survival. So that's what it was like during that time. An exception to the rule of, the Ten Commandments and slavery and stuff is that you're not actually stealing from them, you're helping them. That's not a slave. That's a person that you have actually given money to. You've given them what they need to survive, and their transaction back is work, is labor. That's not a slave. What this person is describing that's in the Bible as a slave, and it's okay for slavery if you're a Christian or whatever, that's not true. That's not true. It says it right in the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's oxen or wife. If you were to consider a human to be an oxen, then you would not covet them, because everybody's an individual. Does the slave own themselves? No, not if they're a slave. But if they're a human being, absolutely. So automatically, by removing humanity from that person, turning them into a slave, you have done a really bad deed. Back in the day, a couple hundred years ago when we had slavery, it was almost necessary because survival didn't exist without consumerism bullshit. But every single race was a slave at one point. Every single race. Everybody's done bad to each other. What we need to do is move forward and accept that slavery is not okay. Rape is not okay. Things like that. Harming people, getting and stealing and stuff like that. It's just basics, and we got to move forward. And we can move forward by actually understanding the Ten Commandments and what they actually mean. So I'm absolutely a Christian, and I believe in the Ten Commandments, and nobody's perfect, and God does forgive. But you have to actually ask for forgiveness. Old Testament Jews writing the laws of man, not of God. Yeah, they have like 142 commandments, but they were the first book. Christianity just simplified it. But there's nothing wrong with Jews wanting to have 142 commandments, rules that they abide by. And if you don't want to abide by those same rules, they just stick in their community. They just stick together. No wonder they stick together. That's why the Jewish community is sticking together, is because they want to follow these rules together. They don't want outsiders, but outsiders don't even want to be involved. They want to go over there and mock them and get in their way. That's why, if you see Tyler Oliveira's videos, you see him going around and they're just sitting there like, well, what's the conversation? And they don't leave until they consider the conversation to be ignorant or not going anywhere. So that's when they leave the situation. They're like, get out of here, Let's see. Let's read more. But all these trolls, look at these trolls, like trying to justify just being an asshole. And now they're attacking like a concept rather than me. So they've stopped attacking me. Now they're talking about all these actual conversation because they realize that I just exposed them for being just trolls. Like, it's either you're a fucking retard or you're a troll. Pick one. Hell yeah, brother, can you do me a big favor? And what? It's weird. I was like gonna read that until I saw that. We can all be abused because we're seen as less than human. I don't think so. Godfinger is in the files and gooning to Trump and Kirk. That's so weird. It's so childish. It shows that anything that this person, Fellerari or whatever, Felleray, everything that person just texted, you can't take seriously. Did you see the joke that he made? Insane. You're lining up for the wood chipper. You see what I mean? This person's playing both sides. You got somebody saying on one side Trump's bad, but he said he wanted to give death penalty to pedos and rapists. That was his idea, right? That's what he was going to do. That's what he said before he got into office. If you were so against him, or if you were so against rape and all that, then you would have voted for him and you would have supported them the whole time. What I'm saying is that, yeah, no one's perfect, but you can't be distracted by this other situation. If, fuck, man, we're here today, right now. There's tons of people being fucked over. Millions of people all the time just getting screwed over almost every other day. What I dealt with, I can't imagine if I was a homeless person and my phone went like that. Just died. Couldn't use it anymore. Hacking that might be attempted. They can look through the data now. On my old plan, they weren't allowed to. I asked them to. Nice try, scumbags, trying to fuck with my shit. And 6 people left because they knew. They thought they just took me offline. There's people hacking me right now. So if you know a hacker, either they're building something, they're building a code, a video game, something that you can actually interact with, or they're just screwing people over. Either or. So if you know a hacker in your life, and they're very secretive about what they do, and they're like, yeah, man, I know how to hack. They're living an entire underground lifestyle that you're never going to know about unless you open your eyes and you see what the hell's going on. Somebody said most of the Bible is half true because it's just a story, but the 10 commandments that are pulled from the Bible are true. That's law. The Bible is a metaphor. It's a cause and effect manual. If this happens, then that tends to happen. There's a higher chance probability of this happening or that happening if the other happens. It's a mathematical algorithm. That is what God is. God isn't some guy standing over your fucking shoulder looking at what you're doing. It's an algorithm to explain how things work. That's what the Bible is there for. If you kill, thou shalt be killed. Eye for an eye. That's how it works. Now, and then basically you're looking at the calculations occurring within the Bible, where if this happens, then chances are this other thing can happen. These stories sound too perfect to be true because they're not fully true. Every single story is sort of just an idea at the end of the day. You weren't there for that instance. So it's based on somebody's perspective rather than the actual truth. Every single thing that ever happens and gets reported on is never fully explained properly. You have to be there to know what is there. So when you're reading the Bible, you have to take it with a grain of salt. You can't just be like, this is absolutely what happened. But you have to feel that within your mind that this is absolutely what could happen. And that's why not to take bad by, and they'll read what other people are saying. I don't know how long I was disconnected for. Was I just are so down in the dumps because they tried to do the right thing and some troll got in the way and made them think that God doesn't exist. So these little demons, their goal is to spread a lie on and off. That's because there's a troll trying to hack my shit. Understand the connection that I'm on right now is being monitored. So these trolls go around to good people and they're like trying to make them not believe in God by trying to get in the way at a specific time. They're fucking with people's emotions. And they're good at it. And you could maybe consider them to be CIA. So what I'm thinking is that these people are actually fully interlocked with the CIA and other dark entities. I believe the FBI has a lot of people in a decentralized way running a lot of these organizations. And it's been proven before that the CIA has created programs just to honey trap, like honeypot people, which at this point I agree with. If Phantom is a honeypot to find all the fuckers that are screwing people over, beautiful. That's amazing. So you can use evil products for good. You can use, like, that's why, a weapon, it was made by Satan. The sword, it was made by Satan. Azazel taught man weapons of war. That's in the book of Enoch. These weapons were created by the devil, but you can use these devilish weapons for good as well, because everything is, so it just depends on how because God made everything. See, God made Satan, and if Satan creates something, then it's still God creating it, but Satan spawned it out of his ass. You see what I'm saying? So there's like a subcategory of existence, and Satan is in one of these subcategories. And so you can use what God created, because God created Satan, in a sense, thing, right? Thou shalt not adulterate. All these things are in the Ten Commandments. You're all Bible. Well, these stories are it's a result of what happens if you do this against the Ten Commandments, or you do this in line with the Ten Commandments. What's likely to happen? It's basically like you got the times tables, you got a chart, 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, all the way down. That's basically what you're looking at as a rubric. So the Bible is like 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 times 2 equals 2. Addition, subtraction, it has everything mixed into it. The Bible is a mathematical rubric. So you can look at, if you do this calculation with the Ten Commandments, you can reach a conclusion within the book. It's already there. So it explains it with like a word problem rather than a number problem. You got the number problem in the Ten Commandments, and then you got the word problem within the Bible. The word problems are never perfect. You have to really interpret them every single time, right? If you're still in school, you understand this. So you get into the word problems, you have to interpret what that actual statement is saying. What's really part of this equation? What's the true factor in this equation? That's basically how the Bible is. Well, you can find what that factor is, and you can look at the Ten Commandments. Boom. You got the Ten Commandments right there. So you can look at, you got your number sheet, Ten Commandments, and then you got your outcome sheet. That's how you can see the Bible. No, you're just boring. Your chat isn't entertaining. Is that entertaining? I don't know. I don't think that's entertaining. And as you can see, that person clearly, specifically tried to target something in my head as if I had an ego. But it doesn't work against me because I don't have an ego. You're a fucking retard if you think that affects me. Fucking what the hell, dude? You guys got to really stop this shit. It's cringe. Your justification of slavery and genocide is trash. You have no moral high ground. And I've never justified slavery and genocide. What the hell are you talking about? See, these are gaslighters. They're literally putting words in my mouth. I've never said that. I never said anything to the point whatsoever. What I said was that doing trade with somebody sometimes involves labor for money. So if you have a car, you give somebody a car, well, you're going to expect labor back. You give somebody a home to stay in, we're going to expect something to be done, right? That's just how it is. And then people decided to take that a step further and create slaves, and no, you can't run away and all this stuff. Well, that was the perversion. That was the perversion of the act of just simple trade. So in reality, what we should have been doing is this whole work process. Like, work is the exception to the rule of coveting, because you're actually gaining something from it. This guy is funny as hell. You're kind of injecting a lot of emotion into a non-emotional conversation. And that's where it's cringe. Like, every attack that you guys make, the more that I come to the conclusion of the truth, closer to the truth. You guys don't understand. When you attack, you're coming out of the light to attack. I'm out here in the light. You're attacking me. I can see you. Every time you come out of that fucking corner, out of that fucking cave you're in, I see you. Like everyone that can't have two cents of critical thinking. Right? I promise you guys, it's gonna be my goal to bring you guys out into the fucking light and guillotine. Little trolls trying to cause problems. That's who it is. It's rich people. The reason why they hate me so much is because they know that's who they are. It's rich people. It's billionaires. It's not it's billionaires. Oops. Millionaires. The millionaires. It's not billionaires, it's millionaires. But hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get on a new plan. It's gonna be sweet. Because you know what's cool? I might also get a phone too. Get a new phone. But here's the thing: is that these trolls are up to no good. As you can see, they're fucking with my connection, and they can't fuck with my connection forever because I'm gonna have my shit monitored in a way that's just insane. Like this is already being monitored in one way, but besides that, once I get the next phone, it's gonna be interesting. Anyways, I might be getting sleepy. It's a good thing that I'm getting sleepy, so maybe I'll just sleep in the whole day tomorrow and not wake up, and then I can actually get, my phone on before I'm awake. Like being awake and then not having a phone is just like I'm gonna switch from being online all the time to being offline. It's gonna be easy to do. But here's the thing: is that I'm gonna show no interest to the internet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show interest in talking to people again. Yeah. And I'm going to bring them the truth. All of the truth. Everybody's going to find out who the hell the actual trolls are. Israel is not an enemy. All they're doing is trying to do their own thing in their own community. The reason why people can make, accusations and consider them to be sort of part of a conspiracy is because they're so within their own community. You can call it selfish all you want, but in general, do you want to hang out with a Jew? Like, is that your thing? You want to go hang out with them? No, obviously not. So that's why you're mad. You can't hang out with them. You don't want to hang out with them, but they're pretty powerful in their beliefs. So there's nothing wrong with Jewish people. And in fact, I think they've spread good across the planet. They've held down the line when it comes to Christianity. They did a lot of work to keep people moving forward. They did not hurt anybody. There's people out there posing as Israel and they're saying shit, and then somebody else sees them, like a Candace Owens or something, and they're like, oh, they must be right because they were right about this other thing. That means that they're right about that. What I'm trying to tell y'all is you guys got to do your own research. But what am I saying? I'm saying God loves you. God is real. Do good things. Make that your goal. What are these other people trying to tell you? They're not telling you anything based in let's act this way or let's do good things or anything. They're saying that person did it. That person did it. Pointing fingers. You can obviously what their intention is. They're trying to point fingers because they're trying to, get them. That's what's going on. Yeah, you see this person, this William Revelis, they asked me if I'm gay. I guarantee that person actually is. I would put money that person actually is. And what they're doing is they're trying to make it look like they're on one side, and it's not really a personal thing. They're not really anybody important, but they're trying to instill a certain sentiment. So they're going to make other people think, oh, is he gay? Oh, I don't know if I like gay people. Oh, he must be LGBT or he must be transgender or whatever. That's what he's trying to do. Look at your rag on your head. So that wasn't a national question. It was just literally a troll. I can spot you guys now, dude. You have to understand, like, I used to play a video game that only interacted with people through text. I can see when someone is being genuine through text. There was a guy up there, Jason. He was genuine. He was legit. He was curious. And he said he doesn't believe in a God. But that's because he did research. He believed that maybe what he has come to the conclusion of is based on real facts. I can tell him that he's wrong, but he's not wrong to question things. So that's where you have to be. You have to question things, but you have to be able to actually know what's going on. So, anyways, that's why the trolls want to make it hard for you to figure out things. Like I said, dude, your comments aren't really affecting me. If anything, they're going to affect people that might come to view. You don't want to make it so where I want to block every insult. You don't want to make it that way because then I'll put a moderator on it. And when I get an income, I'll be paying somebody to moderate properly. And I won't be paying any of you fake moderators that end up on everybody's channels. The one person I put as moderator, imagine it, he hasn't made a peep since. And why? Because he wants to make sure that nobody realizes that he's there. So he can go and through the chat, delete someone, delete someone, delete somebody. And then I can't go and ban him. I can't remove the moderated thing off them. So I figured it out. I see your plans. I see what you're doing. I see why people say don't add a moderator. It's because you get the wrong moderator on there. They're going to be a little fucking troll, little cave troll. And they're going to press the button on everybody that's decent. They're going to remove everybody that's decent. Yeah, that's right. Leave the stream. You know why? Because those were trolls. The people who had left, goodbye. Very few people actually want to see goodness in the world. They want to actually see things move forward. But I don't expect people to jump in and be like, he's the all-knowing. Oh, I see him. He's all-knowing. I want you guys to really dig into the depths of what I'm saying. I leave these streams up so you guys can study them later. Fast forward through stuff. Throw the captions on. Do whatever you got to do. But read through all of it. There's a lot of stuff that I say that has to do with progress, truth, facts. What are these facts? Black Lives Matter ended the life of Charlie Kirk, and that's because of the narrative that was being passed around that only a certain demographic of people are committing most of the violence. That's the reason why. And then when he made that transgender comment, that's when he got nailed, because that's when he was supposed to get nailed. They wanted to make the narrative about transgenderism and completely obfuscate the fact that it was Black Lives Matter that took out Charlie Kirk. I'm not going to be racist in that sense. I think the N-word should be banned. I think it's a terrible word. Slavery shouldn't be a thing, and saying the N-word is like basically just calling somebody a nothing. It's a terrible word, shouldn't be used. But besides that, Black Lives Matter is a nasty organization. Look what they did with all the money. They bought mansions. All the donations that went towards Black Lives Matter ended up getting spent in people's pockets. You know, they didn't actually feed anyone. I am not a popular person because I am not inflated to be popular. There are dark entities that wish to gain control over everything. I'm reading these comments and just think of what Trump is doing with our rent money. What? These are not bots, by the way. When you see that kind of comment, you can't be calling them a bot because other people are looking at that and they're like, that's not a bot. That takes a human to comprehend to even say that much. You know, even though it doesn't make any sense still, there's no grammar involved with what they just typed, it still takes a human to make that comprehensive, that barely comprehensive statement. William is a super gay name. You know what's funny? I have a strange feeling that that person is not a troll. I can actually tell the difference. Dude just kind of came in here and he was like, oh, this dude's being an asshole. Well, I'm going to be an asshole back. It looks genuine. Now, somebody else try to say something like that, try to get on my side or whatever, and I'll show you the difference. I can tell the difference between somebody trying to get on my side, somebody that's being genuine, somebody's being just the other side of the troll, the controlled opposition. You know, there's such thing as controlled opposition everywhere. I know all of these things, and the reason why I know all of these things is because I've been attacked so much. You troll fuckers attacking me is literally okay. That is a troll. Never mind. You troll fuckers attacking me made it obvious. It shed light on the truth. You thought you could shut my brain down? All you did was make me see more, easier. Why call people out being trolls? Isn't that just a cliche? Are you calling everybody trolls? Let's see how many. There's like 5 right there. This guy, 6. There's 6 trolls that have been just in chat for the last 5 or 10 minutes. Technically, anyone can be a troll, but what I'm saying is cave trolls. Like, I shouldn't really say it like that. Gangs. Gangs. Not trolls, gangs. My point is that that's the actual problem right now. These little gremlins walking around and their whole goal is to harm people, and I stay on longer the more that I see these trolls. And they're part of gangs. That's why they kind of seem like they're in line with each other. They're on Discord, they're on Telegram, they're all in these group chats and stuff. And they all talk with each other on how to annoy people more and like who to annoy. Because think about it. If that's not what you were doing and you were actually just part of the culture, you would be talking about somebody else that has the same conversations as me. You would be trying to social network through multiple people. You would be trying to actually bring people together. But you're not. You're just attacking me. You're able to bring people together, but you don't. I'm boring because, well, I don't really have very much right now. My brain is spinning as to how am I going to make the next amount of money that I need because I got to wait for a fucking phone to come in the mail. So. Quick question. Do you have a Bible on you right now? No. What I do is I listen to the Bible. I do an audiobook and I ask AI and I look through, the scripts. If I need to ask questions to the Bible, first of all, I've listened to the audiobook for the Old Testament and the New Testament twice. That's 87 hours total. I usually like to go to sleep and listen to it. Lately I haven't been because I've been doing like a lot of trading second. Give me one moment. But if I have any questions, I like when I was super young, I went to school at like a Bible camp, and I was taught about God way early. Connected. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's see if I got any people trading around. Good, I'm good to go. Well, then continue. Oh, isn't that interesting? People keep reporting my token as spam. As you can see, people have literally found my YouTube. I've told them about my YouTube. Found my YouTube, and now those people know the other people that are trolling me, and they already knew them. But the network of trolls grows deeper and deeper and deeper, and one day AI is gonna nail you, and it's gonna know exactly where you're all hiding, and it's gonna be like Samson. That roof's coming down. You're gonna ask me to read a Bible verse? Let's see. What could I bring? What could I bring to the table off the top of my head here? What's make it random. I'm gonna have a random one. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. And that's how most people have to think. If you cannot think critically, then you should only accept what the Bible is saying, because you can't think outside of the fucking box. I'm sorry, if you're a fucking retard, yeah, you're gonna have to just listen to the Bible and not do any critical thinking. Just be slave to God. There's some people who can actually do critical thinking. Those are the leaders. Those are the preachers. Those are the people that will protect you, a follower of God. Let's see. You're calling everyone a troll. That's all you're doing, just calling everyone a troll. Do you think I didn't notice that here, calling everyone a troll in the chat? How many times you gotta say that? Person said that 3 times in a row, dude. That is a troll. Yeah, I got a job, but my phone isn't working without Wi-Fi at the moment, so I can't go to work tomorrow. Who knows if I can work the next day. Sucks. I'm screen recording. You're going on the front page of Reddit for sure. Yes. Godfinger on YouTube. Fuck yeah. Throw me on, dude, throw that shit on Reddit. If that's what's been happening, people have been throwing me on Reddit, no wonder I get so many trolls. So many people hate me. And even if they were in line with my own ideology, they still hate me. Because they're tricked into believing in some kind of a group rather than in God itself. You know, if you're just there for the party, I mean, you just might as well shut your fucking mouth, right? Just in general, I'm observing the trolls. I'm observing the movements in the markets, right? I've been doing a lot of trading lately, and I observe these movements in the markets. They kind of looked at first like behavioral patterns. I was like, why would somebody dump there? That makes no sense. It seems like they're trying to manipulate the chart. But, I'll just keep observing. for days and days and days, hours and hours a day. I was paying attention to these charts, and eventually I found people talking in chats on Phantom, and they were trolling people at specific times. As they were trolling people, the chart went up and down wildly. There was volatility. These were bot trades. These were not regular human type of trades. These were people that, these were literally just auto traders. And they were setting these bots up to just rip the token apart. They were wasting money to rip a token apart rather than actually being part of the project. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to dump, and something that has a lot of eyeballs on it, that's the one that they're trying to get you to dump on. Because no matter what, if you dump and if a bunch of other people dump, they get in, no matter what, there's going to be trading activity to bring it back up again. So they wait until something has gained enough attention, and then they fuck with the chart, and that is a moment just before they're going to throw a huge bag on it. And if you're in on it first, then you profit on it. Imagine that. That's how you have to trade. You have to think like these fucking trolls, and these trolls are who you profit on. That's why they don't like me too. That's why the crypto space, they took so much great advice from me doing the pumps. They're like, yay! Oh, look at, I'm gonna throw $1,000 at this token or that token. But they don't buy my token. And they go and report my token. What the hell are you talking about movement? Yeah. What the hell are you talking about? Movements in the topics. That doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? Movements in the topics. You didn't even make good grammar. Like, doesn't make any sense what you're acting like. You're talking about something you're not talking about. Nothing. Make it make sense, dude. Please learn how to type. Like, go back to school. Back to what I was saying, because we are talking about trolls. Just think of Trump. He uses our rent money for stupid things. What are you talking about, dude? How many houses does he own? You're not paying his rent. I don't even think he takes a paycheck from the government. This makes no sense. You're not doing anything. You're just calling everyone trolls. I'm calling you out of this. Go check out my Pump Fund token, Banking Mastery. Throw just $1 at it. Do not put more than that in it. Don't. Ape one time. Leave it in there. Expect to lose it. But check it out, and you'll be pumping a movement right there. Do not put more than $1. 100% do not put more than $1. Expect to lose $1. The reason why is because these trolls are going to fuck with the chart. I get a secondary account. I might pull 20% pulls off the profit just for like maybe 50 cents here, 50 cents there, and then grab the dip and pump it up again, support it. But that's what you're going to see in my trading activity. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, pulled 4 out just because I felt like the chart, things were going to drop for a second, and they didn't. So I went ahead and just threw that in it. But it's not really it wasn't like fear. It wasn't FUD. It was like, I don't know. I want to test the chart for a second. So right now the chart's going up, down, up, down, up, down. Like it's beyond healthy if people actually wanted to stay in it. And then it came back down, and then it went back up a little bit, down. Now that down part wasn't me, but in the middle of that, on that straight line, you can see one of my trades. But mostly, like, sitting on like 8 million tokens of Banking Mastery, and you can make bank. You could get rich. If you get in it now, if I continue to gain support. But if you are from Pump Fun and you're seeing my live stream and you're like, wah, I don't like what he said on Pump Fun. I'm not talking about people just having fun pumping around. I'm talking about these dark individuals, this underground that controls a lot of us, and they're millionaires. Remember when I said about the scam where it asked me to put my wallet in, like to actually give them access to my wallet and perform a transaction? Well, I checked the wallet that sent me $60. It had over $110 million. That's what these trolls have. They have hundreds of millions of dollars. They're just trying to tear other people apart so people can never reach their level. That is not a billionaire. That is a millionaire. I found the nest. I also screenshotted it. Would you talk to an atheist about your beliefs in gods? That didn't make any grammar, dude. Why are you begging for money? That is not Christian. Who's begging for money? I said go throw a dollar at it. You might see it go up. If I can continue doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna be throwing a dollar at it probably every single day. Throw another dollar at it, another dollar at it, another dollar at it. Maybe pull a little bit off, 20% for a dip or something, just to play with the chart a little bit. But in general, I think it's a send. Banking mastery, the branding is perfect. But I do need to continue staying live, and going live again on there, and continuing to promote it in places. I'm a Christian and I dislike people like you. I doubt that you're a Christian at all. Syndicate leader, you're not a Christian. The person's name is Syndicate leader, saying that's how nasty these trolls are and how obvious it is and how easy it is to spot them. And they're not trolls, they're gang. In reality, they're underground gang. They're dark web fools. They're dark web gangs. That's who's on my account right now trolling. And that's where they have to attack from the shadows. Not one of these people said, hey, bro, meet me at my door. Not one of these people said, hey, this is my channel. Come fuck with me over there. Not one. You fucking pussies. That same person that said that I'm not a true Christian said that you are a Satanist, not a Christian. Based on what? That's how you can spot them. This is a learning experience for anybody who's watching. How to spot a troll. And how to spot a dark web gang. That's really what it is. A dark web gang member. Dark web community member. They like to see babies being eaten and stuff like that. Weird shit. Or maybe they don't like it, but they definitely turn a blind eye to it after they see it. Nasty. Dollar in a jar. It makes no sense. What the hell are you talking about? You want to get me on grammar? You make no sense. Dollar in a jar nonsense. Yeah, you throw a dollar in a jar. But this is not a jar that just sits and doesn't grow. It inflates. The whole thing is, I don't expect this thing to really pump. It's not supposed to be for a pump token. It's a project token. It's supposed to be put into a video game. You get into it now, you get 1 million of these tokens, you're level 1 million. All right. Would you talk to an atheist about that? They repeated that. Would you talk to an atheist about your beliefs in gods? That didn't make grammatical sense. Do you know why? Because there's no beliefs in gods. One God. It's only one. person says, syndicate leader says, I'm a Christian. That's my gaming handle, you idiot. So wait, you're a Christian, but you're using like a syndicate leader kind of name for your gaming. Why do you have to live in two worlds then? You just kind of expose yourself there, buddy. Don't get me on grammar. You're the one that doesn't make sense. Don't tell me to go to school. You are a fear mongering idiot. You're not making any sense. That's not even like connected to anything. It's not even directed at anything that I talked about. It's a psyop, bro. CIA, MK Ultra. That's pretty much what it is. That's literally what's going on with these dark underground fools. Like they are the ones saying these things, and yet they're the ones that are actually the CIA, MK Ultra mind control. Those are the fucking CIA. Those are the rich assholes trying to destroy shit. The same people sitting there saying that shit, they are part of it. The only difference is they're living in a nice luxury mansion. I'm in this fucking room. Show you the tool that I use for work. If I need another one of these bags so I have like, a brighter red to it, but you can clearly see that I ain't sitting on very much money. Hi, can you please give a shout out to, okay, I doubt it. Oh, it's all dark web people. That's great mongering. Well, where else do you come from? You haven't said that you have a channel or anything. You don't do anything like I do. You're not really up to my level when it comes to speech. You're not really putting your face out there and standing behind an ideology, a belief. You're kind of a nothing. That's kind of why you want to take me down, is because you're not worth anything. No offense. I don't mean to offend people. There's people that they haven't accomplished very much in their life. They still can. They just decided to go and attack somebody else, and they wasted their time attacking somebody else. And I'm done with the people attacking. So I'm going to go attack those people who are attacking somebody else, and I'm going to waste my time doing that because I'm fucking done with it. I will risk my life. I'm going to sacrifice myself to lay burning devastation against all of these assholes. I agree with the second part, but let's not place value in YouTube land. I'm not really talking about YouTube specifically. These people are coming from everywhere. I've been in all spaces. Back in times when Parler was a thing, not Parler, the Trump thing or whatever, the conservative app, but Parler, like you go randomly call people. I do have a Parler, but that's not what I'm referring to. Back in the day when you can call people and it was free to do, you would just have to like avert your eyes sometimes because there was some weird stuff going on. Originally, my ideology was that you did not have to believe in a god to actually believe in morality. That was my original ideology. Since then, I realized that no, you need to actually believe in the god, because without the god, there is no morality. People are never on board unless you have that ultimate reigning figure. But people have to understand what that authority actually is. That authority gives you free will still. You can still do what you would like to do. You just don't benefit as much. You may fail more if you don't follow God from the perspective of ignorance in a way. I'm not sure what a demiurge is. But that's what I just said. I just told you what ideology I stand for. It's Christianity. I believe that Christianity in its truest way, its truest form, is the only way to see it. And the Jewish people, they should really look into Christianity and begin to give it a chance if they haven't, because it's basically just a refined version of their own. It's just a refined version. It makes everything easier. You know, you had the second coming of, you had the first coming of Christ. They came, you know, he got resurrected and he was alive and got resurrected, and that was what created the Bible. And you know, there's a lot of Jewish people that say that he never actually did come, and he's going to come in the future. Where's the Catholic ideology, right? I brought up something about money one time, and I was explaining my experience with trading and explaining my trades and saying, hey, if you guys get into the token, only throw $1 in it. But I'm also hyping it, like banking mastery. Be a master. Go read the description. Get involved. I don't know what a demiurge is. It really doesn't. I just don't know the terminology. What's the terminology? What does the term mean? Oh, okay. Let's see. Authenticating. Give me a second. You wouldn't be giving me $1. You would be buying $1 of. You'd be giving Pump Fun $1 if anything. I'm getting tired. So there's gonna be not so long. But look at how long I've been able to keep the trolls around. And really, I keep talking about this because I want you fucking idiots to realize that at some point something's gonna happen. And I'm not being lazy about it. I'm tired right now, but I'm the type of person that would just like to get things over with, have it figured out. So I'm gonna find a solution. I already found a solution for the Phantom wallet. I fucking told them. I put a rating in, a specific rating, and basically they were like, "Oh no, oh no. Why don't you message us in the actual app?" And then 2 days later, if not a day later, they have a brand new update. Now I realized check the description of the token. Check something. I'm gonna do a restart on that. Bitcoins. No, I was telling you guys you could check it out. Banking Mastery on Pump Fun. You can find the token there. Creator Godfinger. You can look me up on Pump Fun as well at Godfinger. But I had 7 people, likely Pump Fun traders, watching me call their asses out. And I know for a fact that 6 out of 7 of them at least were probably just traders and probably the people that I wanted to hear the message. People that I wanted, that were the trolls that I wanted to hear the message. I'm literally explaining all of this to the trolls to give you one last chance to fix fucking shit, be decent people, or else. I'm willing to risk my life and give my life for that because just like you, and because of you, I didn't actually get to live very much of an incredible life and be that important in life. Is due to trolls getting in my fucking way. Ignorant people and trolls. Finally, connected. So I'm going to look up demiurge, find out what the term actually means. Sorry for my delayed speech. Like, my brain is like melted down after today. I spent about 10 hours straight trying to get my phone fixed. And let me tell you, like, if I find out who the fuck did that, and we're up close and personal, that's it. So, a philosophical and religious concept referring to a divine craftsman or artisan responsible for shaping and maintaining the physical universe. If you consider survival of the fittest and evolution, if you consider that, it's literally through God, which is a mathematical algorithm to say that nothing is perfect, through God, those who do not belong, do not fit, do not make it on to pass their seed. So technically, God is the creator of everything because it's automatically like that. It's literally just it's an automatic result. Out with the bad and with the good. And then if you want to like consider it, look around you. Do you ever wonder what you are? Like if you were an individual, then you would wonder what the hell is actually going on, and would be able to wonder the same things that I have and dug their brain into the depths that I have. Okay? That's why I look around me and I just see a bunch of robots. The only people who are not robots are people who have free will, and they have free will through God. If you're not following God, you do not have free will. Because you don't know what's around that next corner and you can't prepare for it. Depends on his trading record. This happens. I feel you there. People take advantage of us people. Right, I agree there. I found some things that today I didn't want to see. Oh, okay. Here we go. Go troll. I'm reporting that person. Perfect. Shambles. I reported them. It's ultra specific. I know which targets to go for. Now, I know that you're the fucking... You are enemy. There's something that I know that I can pinpoint. I can determine human behavior patterns, and I know exactly what the fuck just happened. Believe me, nobody is going to trick me. I am too smart now, and it's because you've attacked me too many times. If you were going to attack me, The goal should have been taking me out and not just being a bother. That's what you might have to do. Because now my brain has expanded and I have had enough. Done, dude. Done, dude. You can call me a psychic. I figured shit out. I will lay fire to those that are in the corners. Doesn't matter if you tried to hack me. I mean, you're obviously in conversation with these people. There's a lot of conversation that happens behind the scenes, no matter what. Whatever happens. If I'm on here and I'm talking, and it's like very, very rare that people actually reach out to have a conversation with me, it's kind of obvious that you're having conversations about me behind my back. Right? And you just piece everything together. I mean, it's all these little actions, these little things that people say, what things have been said, what are the intentions behind it. I can pick up on all of that. And it's because you have attacked me so many times. Now I know. I know when someone's being genuine, and I know when someone is being a troll. And it's not just a troll. I mean, like, trolls are probably a lot cooler than these people. These are like the El Chupacabra sitting in the fucking corner, like, like just little weird laughs and stuff. Probably the fucking what's his face? Nosferatu. That's how I look at these people now. I see them sitting in corners, like, just troll people. So when you come out into the light and you attack me, I can see you. Yeah, I know, right? Unless you have millions, you have no use to me. Now, that's a smart hacker. Because if he's going to hack, he's going to be hacking to actually get some people's shit. Because, like, what's the point? You know, and I have a little bit more respect for somebody who's not attacking somebody who's fucking poor, going after somebody with millions that stole from somebody else. Because that's what's going on. You got millionaires stealing from millionaires, and they don't know whether or not you're a millionaire, so they're going to steal from you if you got a lot of money anyways, and then people go poor, they go broke, lose $8,000 and shit. I have more respect for somebody who's going to rob a millionaire than a fucking person who's going to rob a poor person. That's insane. Why would you rob a poor person? That's insane. You're a lot smarter if you don't make that decision. I tried to help you with your internet earlier, not hack you. Well, dude, you're not going to help me with my internet at this point. I mean, like, the SIM card has been it's been deactivated. Like the eSIM, it's been deactivated from the phone. I can't fucking use it. I gotta wait until I get a new SIM, get a new phone, throw the thing in there. I'm gonna be on a postpaid plan, so basically I'll have actual support. And this support, I am willing to work with them, have them dig into my internet data and find hackers and have your asses arrested. So if you try to hack my shit once I get the new phone, I am gonna be very proactive about getting rid of you. Because at that point, you know, they've got my everything. They got all my information at that point. And you can't fake an address, can you? You know, I thought the prepaid actually had all the information, but apparently it didn't. It was really surprising, to be honest. I agree. There's like, it's like seeing something on the news, someone unaliving a homeless person. It's absolutely mind blowing. It's like, what did that homeless person do? All he did was struggle. And you got millionaires stealing from each other, and then you got them complaining about the billionaires. Millionaires are failed billionaires. And then you get the people that are just below the millionaires, and they're trying to figure out. They're not trying to figure out. They're like the lazy millionaires. They're not just the failed millionaires or failed billionaires. They're like the lazy millionaires. They still have enough money to play like a millionaire, but just the millionaire ends up wasting a lot more, uh, and never actually knows how to truly earn it. So once they've been kicked out of the gang, their usefulness is gone. They don't have any millions anymore. Then they don't have any millions anymore. And that's why they come on here in places like that, and they'll go and fuck with somebody who is actually broke but has a good point. You know, I'm not against people doing what they would like to do. You have a consequence, you fuck around, you find out. Okay? If you go onto the dark web, you go out there without any protection or anything, and that's your whole goal, you get hacked, you get your shit taken, you perform a transaction, you get your shit stolen. I don't have a lot of sympathy for the person who's, you know, getting their shit took. They should have known better than to go onto the dark web. I do, however, hold it against those who knew about it and didn't speak out. So those who stayed silent and did nothing, those are the millionaires. And then you got the millionaires that are actually causing the problem. So there's different levels to it. Yeah, so this minor inconvenience, just maybe a couple of days out from a phone, I think it's going to be a really good learning experience for a lot of people when I'm out there talking about this situation. This is what the trolls fear the most, is engagement leaving the space entirely. That's going to be my goal, is to take people from the internet, from real life, and then get them off of the internet. I'm going to explain to them how everything works, and I'm going to be out there, street preacher. Do not use a VPN on the dark web. You stick out like a sore thumb, proxy all the way. Now, here's the thing about that. I don't use the dark web. I haven't used the dark web. I tried it 7 years ago. I haven't visited it again. What I witnessed on there was, I saw, you know, I was like, I'm gonna dig over here, I'm gonna dig over there, and then, oh, there's porn, and I'm like, okay, sure, you know what I mean? It was just a random porn site, and I was like, what is actually on here? And it looked like, you know, an adult woman is on the porn site, and I'm like, this should be safe. And I look at one of the videos, and there was a chick that was unresponsive. That moment, I was out. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Did I see what I just saw? And I left, never to come back. Yeah, it's been about 7 years. So anyways, my point is that what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pulling people off. That's what a hacker doesn't want. This person, this Jonathan dude, he does not want people to leave the internet. He's seeing this as a big problem. And it is. It's going to be, because I'm going to ensure that people understand the internet is rigged. They say the market's rigged. In a way, yes. Everything seems to be rigged. Well, how do you get away from it? Get rid of your phones. You don't need them. I'm going to find a way to do trade, barter and trade with each other. Find a way to work out taxes. I'm gonna find a way, dude. I'm gonna get people off the internet. No more people are going to get screwed anymore. No people are gonna get hacked anymore. No people are gonna get exposed to nasty shit anymore. I got a great book. It explains most of what's happening now. I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on because I've experienced at this point. I've come to the conclusion of it. And when I hit that target hard, that's when the trolls came pouring in. The reaction was enough for me to confirm I am over the target. The commies are to blame for sure. In a way, yes. 100%. But it's not just the commies. It's a dark syndicate group of assholes that just want it all for themselves. And it's because they've become irrelevant in life. Okay? I have seen into the great abyss, into the dreadful stare of the old ones. Right? Yeah, WEF, Blackguard, or BlackRock, Vanguard. These are the billionaires. Nasty agenda. Like, people talk about Bill Gates and stuff. It doesn't matter. They still have helped society. You got millionaires that are the failed billionaires, and they're angry that the billionaires are doing so well. So the millionaires, there's a lot more of them than there are billionaires, don't ever help out society, and all they do is get in the way. That's the point. There's a lot more millionaires on the planet than there are billionaires. So if anything, I would say I'm pissed off with the millionaires group, and I'm not pissed off with the billionaires group. You know why? Billionaire strategy. Put your money into everything. Who gives a fuck about it, right? Throw it in there, leave it, hold it, and then you're in it early for cheap. So the idea behind a billionaire is you get into it early for cheap and you stay. And your influence grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. It grows to the fucking ceiling. Millionaires get jealous of this. Larry Fink is not who people need to be specifically mad about right now. But you should be mad about the millionaires that haven't been speaking up about it. How many millionaires actually bring him up? You know, he's a specific situation, but at the same time, at the end of the day, we're going to need mass AI surveillance. I know that everybody's going to be pissed off about it, but I don't care. Flock cameras, stop taking those fucking things down. They're going to keep getting put up, and guess what? I think that they should be there. At this point, I agree with mass surveillance. I agree with data being ripped out of people's hands. Oh, you did that? Now we know about it. Why? Because of all the hackers fucking with my shit. My privacy has been exposed. My private information has already been given out. Do I care about privacy anymore? Nope. Nope. You fucked with me. You got the unintended side effect. Exposed me, and then I'm like, yeah, let's do it that way. Expose everybody's data. If everybody's skeletons came out of the closet all at once, the world would just be fixed overnight. That's what I'm saying. You guys attacked me. I said, don't attack me. The fucking consequence is going to be severe, and you're not going to realize what the actual consequence is going to be. Your whole lives will be ruled over by AI because you attacked me, and because I'm not going to fight against it. Let's go Flock. Let's go Palantir. Let's go ChatGPT. Let's start doing this shit. You know, and I'm just like, who cares anymore? I want to find out who these fucking trolls are so I can take care of them. You know where I'm at. You know everything about me. I want to know everything about you. And it's sad because, like, we could have just been having a good time. We could have just been, doing the thing, having fun, doing code or whatever you do. We could have been doing all that. But the assholes that are fucking pissed off, disgruntled, want to ruin everybody else's lives, ruined it for you too. I agree with that. If people just gave a shot, is the problem that they don't. Yeah, when somebody sees something, they don't say anything, but there's also people who see things and then they misrepresent it. So, for instance, somebody's like, he's shilling for Trump, and Trump's a, terrible person. He's stealing from everybody, and he's living on our rent. Like, people just make shit up. It's just facetious. It's throwing poop at the wall. Not even throwing poop at the wall at that point. It's throwing poop at me. But I am getting tired at this point. So I'm getting exhausted. I don't have any cigarettes, so like my brain's kind of like I should go to sleep. Hopefully, I don't wake up with a heart attack. Like I might go down the street and get a. But then I'd have to sell my token. Who cares about Trump? He's just literally a centerpiece for everyone to point a finger at. That's right. Trump is a great person though. I one up that. I think Trump is a fucking genius. I think he's done everything that he possibly could to fix society, and he couldn't because society doesn't want to fix itself. And here's the thing, you could say that the problem that we have today is that good men or good people aren't doing anything. They're doing nothing. Am I doing nothing right now by trying to talk about this? How much support do I really have? I got 11 likes. I appreciate you guys' likes. I love it. I appreciate the people who have come and engaged, even the fucking trolls. I appreciate everybody who wants to be involved with the conversation. But where's the 100 people of support? I need more support than this. You know, I need 1,000 people watching me. I need 10,000 people watching me in order for me to actually make a change, make a difference. You know, before I thought it was just getting the message out there and then it could go track, butterfly effect. It's not working. I have to be the centerpiece of it. I have to be the one that everybody hates and everybody loves. It's retarded. And I'm going to end up sacrificing my life for it. And it is what it is. But just like any person that's trying to attack me, I'm also in the same boat where it's like I don't feel like I've actually accomplished a great thing in life for everyone, and I feel like I need to do that. I have that want and that need within me to try to be something great, and I don't want to rat people out. I never wanted to do that. That's why I kept my mouth shut for so long. I didn't want to rat people out. I just wanted people to figure things out and work it out with each other. And now I'm seeing it's never going to work because these fucking trolls want to keep being childish, and now I have to expose it. It sucks. You kept attacking me. I told you guys to stop fucking attacking me. Let's work together. Let's have conversations. Every fucking opportunity, people ended up attacking me instead of actually working with me. You know, and they thought they could defeat me. You're not going to defeat me that way. You know, you cannot defeat something, you cannot defeat someone if you're being scummy to them. Common sense. So, yeah, as much as I don't want to sell out this token, I need a pack of smoke. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell $7 of the token. Oh my god. And then in a couple of days, that's why I say only throw $1 at it, because I expect to have some faults. I'm going to end up cashing some of it out at some point. So, are you kidding me? The Wi-Fi thing didn't stay on. But when I do go, I'm not going to be able to be streaming because I'm on a hotspot. Don't buy into those pump and dumps. I've been watching for 3 weeks, dude. I profit off those pump and dumps in the way that I see it. I throw $1 at it, and I dollar cost average at the right fucking times. If I had a bot, I'd be able to make a lot more. But I dollar cost average, and on $1, and a lot of times I'll make $5, even $10 on a coin. But I profit on rug pulls in the way that I can spot at the right time specific trade activity. I'm only dealing with $1. I'm barely touching the chart, you know? So if I really wanted to, dude, I could be rich. Now, here's the thing though. There's a lot of people in that space that are rich, but a lot of them are rich because they're all trading money with each other. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Well, I've been teaching people how to trade. My calls on these tokens have made people hundreds of dollars. I made one dude about $850 within about an hour because of my calls. I'm trading legend. I'm very, 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 very good at it. It's just that it has to be minute to minute analysis, and somebody has to be there, like pressing a button based on my calls, like real quick. Same if I ransomed bigger companies and a bunch of OGs. eToro is my favorite at the moment, just like Cash App. Yeah, I can see the connections. I made 25K in like 45 minutes hacking. Ooh, damn. Try to keep that. Gonna talk about it. Wait, do you got fucking money, dude? You got crypto? You want to bail my ass out? I need fucking $15 for a pack of smokes. Go down the street. You got some crypto, dude. Just send it. Find my pump fund. Send me a token. It's at Godfinger. But definitely check out my pump fund because I go live there too. It's like you guys can support me there by literally just viewing the live. I don't care if I'm added to a fucking watch list, dude. I'm already there. I just need $15, bro. After that weird ass wallet that sent me some shit, I'm really not concerned about being on a watch list. Like $110 million type of wallet sent me $60 randomly. You probably have your door. I don't think so. I mean, even if they did, I'd be like, dude, I got some shit off my live stream, man. Just fucking whatever. And yeah. Or I'd be like, I wouldn't even say that. I'd be like, I got some random fucking money. Like, what? Trace it. It ain't coming back here. You know what I mean? Because I don't use a VPN. All of my data hasn't been obfuscated. That's why I'm easily hacked, is because I don't use a VPN. Well, that's changing soon, where I'll have actual support for my service. But yeah, you guys can all on that token just $1, and like, if I pull out, I'm gonna be putting back in later. So you can guarantee it that I'll be putting money back into the token after it. It's just sometimes I might need the money. It might be a kind of difficult situation. It's only gonna be like $10 at a time. Once we get up to hundreds and thousands of dollars of I'm holding that much, I got enough creator rewards that it doesn't matter. I don't have to pull the token out. That's where a lot of people are at. They have so much money that they don't care if they leave behind $50 in a token. What a lot of these pumps do, these rug pulls basically, you'll see somebody go live and they'll do the thing. It's like an orchestrated routine. And they'll be like, yeah, man, we'll do this. And 10 minutes into it, they're like, all right, yeah, man, yeah, keep it going, keep it going. And the fucking thing is already gone up, down, and dead. They don't talk about a project. They don't have a personality. They have an X account and they put a freaking, like, just a basic artificial kind of looking text in there. It's like zero effort. You look at the token that I made, it's not about the token, it's about the project. And if I build this game fully, if I finish it, then having the banking mastery token, it's going to pay off. I mean, think about it. It's the money. It's huge. This is ridiculous, man. What the hell is wrong with this thing? It's fucking with my other device. So this one's staying online. This one won't stay online. Do I know Linux? No. I've heard too much about it where you can customize your phone and you can customize your computer better than everything else. I'm trying to log in and I've tried this 3 freaking times already and it's still not working. Okay. Security strong. Checking for access. Get me online. Okay, cool. Now I gotta sell the token. Send the token. And then go down the street and get smokes. Okay. Sorry. And I'll be right back. I gotta whiz. Give me like literally just one.